Hey, YouTube, it's your girl, baby girl. I'm not really feeling that well today, and I wanted to try to do this video before I clock in for work. So, today's topic of my video is loving yourself. A lot of people have a hard time with this, and I know that I had a hard time with this growing up, being bullied and all that. I never felt like I was pretty. I always felt like I was ugly. I always felt like nobody would ever love me and so on and so forth. So, I just pretty much want to tell you my story about how I learned how to love myself, and I'm going to give you tips on how to love yourself and what would help you to start loving yourself and believing in yourself. So, growing up, I think um I think the biggest thing was the bullying that made me like have low self-esteem because when I was like in kindergarten, pre-K, I used to think I was so pretty. I used to love to take pictures and all that. And then as I got older and the bullying started and started getting worse, I felt like ugly. I didn't like myself in pictures. Even like a few years ago, like I started using filters from Snapchat on my pictures, and I wouldn't take a picture without a filter. I wouldn't even take a video like I am right now with my bare face, no makeup, none of that. I would never do that. But I learned how to be confident in myself. And, we all aren't made to look like somebody else. We are made to look like ourselves. We are made the way we are for a reason. And everybody is beautiful and unique in their own way. And I had to learn that myself. Um, um, People feel like I didn't start loving myself until I got into the relationship I am in now. But that's not true. I learned to love myself little by little, and I did little things to make myself feel good about myself. I used to go get my nails done. I used to go get my hair done. I used to put on makeup and like just play around with the makeup and um just little things, take yourself out to eat. Little things like that, they do help because you got to learn how to be by yourself to love yourself. You can't be around other people and try to love yourself. Just because other people love you don't mean that you are going to love yourself. And I also had to learn that because I used to want to be around a group of people. I used to want to be with my friends all the time because my friends thought the world of me. Well, so I thought. So, yeah, you just have to learn how to do things on your own. So, some tips that I could give, and I have to write them down, sorry, because I ain't gonna remember all of that. But just take care of yourself physically and emotionally, and always take care of your mental health. Whatever you can do to make sure those three things are good, do it. Whether it be exercising, whether it be just watching a sad movie and crying, or whatever, feel your emotions. Let yourself feel your emotions. That's what I learned how to do. Mentally, if you have a mental disability, don't let someone deem you as crazy. Don't let someone deem you as a menace to society or whatever. Don't let anyone put a title on you. You are in control of yourself. Some mental disabilities you can or mental disabilities you can't really control, but you can control how you want it to affect your life. Me with depression, anxiety, the way I control that is I just sit and I write, or I listen to music, or I I don't know. I go spend time with my sisters or go to my mom's house. Just little things you could do to like get out and get fresh air. That's number one. Like fresh air helps a lot. I know when I have anxiety attack, I will go stand on my balcony and just look at the cars go by. And that helps. Um what else do I do? It's okay to ask for help. And I know that's a big thing. A lot of people do not like to ask for help. But I had to change my doctor and, tell her like this is how I'm feeling. This is how I this is how it makes me feel each and every day, and I want to change it. And she said, "Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to give you these pills for anxiety and depression, and I only want you to take them when you feel like you need it. And I want you to tell me how the pills make you feel so we can find the best treatment for you. So she gave me pills, and she's also looking for me a counselor. And, due to COVID, it's a lot of things that's not really open right now. So I'm just waiting. But I know my doctor is going to find me the best counselor she can find me. And it's okay if you have to go talk to somebody, because sometimes you can't, the things you want to tell other people, you don't know how to say it, or they wouldn't understand. So with a counselor, I feel like if I tell her each and everything that has gone on in my life and everything that's been affecting me, she can give me like better tips on how to, you know, let it go or whatever. Yeah, just let it go. I just want to be able to let go a lot of stuff, and I haven't been. Like, you could tell yourself, like, oh, this happened and I'm going to let it go. But that's not true, because you're always going to be thinking of it. You're always going to be, it's always going to be on your mind. You might see something and it might trigger something to happen to you. So getting help is always okay. Don't ever let someone tell you that it's not okay to get help, because getting help is number one in helping yourself heal. Another tip I would give you is to get rid of anything or anyone in your life that is toxic. Having toxicity around in your life does not help you at all, because you're going to feel depressed, you're going to feel down, you're going to feel like you're worthless and all that. And I felt that before. And you just have to get rid of it. No matter how much you may love a person or love that thing, you just got to let it go, because the first person you should love and take care of is yourself. Um, Treat yourself often. That's one of the things I just said. Like, take yourself out to the movies. Go watch a movie. Take yourself out to eat. Um, Take yourself out for a walk. Just do little things on your own. It's gonna help, you know, build your confidence, and just you're just getting fresh air. You're feeling good about yourself. Sometime Another tip that I would tell someone that I actually use most of the time is stand in the mirror in your bathroom or in your room or whatever, wherever you have a mirror at. Stand in the mirror and tell yourself some positive things about yourself. Don't don't focus on your flaws. Focus on what you know is good about yourself. Like, I tell myself, like, I'm smart, I'm beautiful, I'm I'm poetic. I'm I tell myself a lot of things. I am I tell myself I'm kind, because kindness, who wouldn't love that? I'm a kind person. I always had a big heart. I always will have a big heart. No, nothing or no one's gonna change that about me. Um, you just tell yourself little positive things, and you just build on that. Each time you stand in the mirror, you just build upon whatever you already told yourself, and just continue to list. And then before you know it, you'll have the longest list ever, and you would never thought that you would think that of yourself. And you can give yourself a mantra to say in the mirror. And if people don't know what a mantra is, you can look it up. A mantra is just something like positive to tell yourself each and every day. And it makes you feel good about yourself. And it, sometimes people say it makes their day better. Like, a mantra I tell myself is, you are kind, you are smart, you are here for a reason, you're here for a purpose. A lot of people love you, and you love yourself. Just tell yourself little things like that. It really does help. It may sound silly, or it may sound dumb to some people, but it it helps. And once you start doing it, you'll see, like, oh yeah, I'm feeling a little better about myself. And even if it's only a little bit, that's progress. Any progress is progress. You know? Um, let's see. Believe in yourself. Anything that you want to do, anything that you feel like is for you and is for your life, go grab it. The the most, I would say, a mistake people make is, you you say you want to do this and that, but you don't go do it because of fear. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to go get what you want out of your life, because you never know. The thing that you want in your life may be what God has planned for you to do. Like, God has planned for me to help people. So I've been working with disabled people. The job before the job I have now, I was working with disabled adults who had schizophrenia, nonverbal, uh, just yeah, it's just whatever mental disability you could think of. I have worked with adults, and now I am working with autistic children, which are deemed crazy, or people deem them as stupid kids or whatever. These kids are not dumb. These kids are smarter than you know. There is autistic geniuses, and I hate how people classify people, but we're gonna get into that later. But anyways, yes, God has put me on this earth to help others, and that's what I'm doing. I always told myself in school I wanted to be a singer, I wanted to be a writer, and I'm still gonna be that. I just feel like the biggest calling in my life now is helping others, and I'm gonna continue to do that forever. I love helping others, whether it be with, like I'm doing now, helping people by telling my story. This is my calling, and this is what makes me feel good each and every day, because I get to share my story and I get to help others, and people get to learn things about me that they didn't know, because I'm a quiet person and I don't talk to a lot of people. And, they're just gaining information that they didn't know before, and they'll know how to better understand me, or, you know, talk to me in different ways. Um, know that you are here for a reason. This was a big thing that I had to learn, because with people with depression, they think that they'll ask themselves, why am I here? What am I here for? You know, and you just got to know that you were put on this earth for a purpose. And if you don't know that purpose, you just got to do different things every day to find your purpose. Your purpose may be to help people. Your purpose may be to be the next NASCAR driver. You might be put on this earth to be the next manager of a Fortune 500 company. You might be put on this earth to be a, a dancer, a singer, or a writer. You're put on this earth for something. You just have to work and find what that purpose is. And it's not going to be something you find out overnight. It's just, you just got to think of all the things you love to do, and think of the things that you are good at doing. And that's your purpose. And you live in that purpose. Um, know that you don't need to look like no one but yourself. You don't have to look like that model you've seen, or that girl on Instagram that you saw. You need to look like you. You need to be the best version of yourself. There's no makeup, there's no cosmetic surgery that's going to make you look good on the inside. So as long as you have a good heart, you have a pure heart, you have a good personality, and you have a loving and warm spirit, that's the only thing. Looks are not only on the outside, because you can look pretty on the outside to one person, but you can have an ugly inside. You have an ugly attitude about life and all that, and that's going to make you ugly. So just be you. Be who you are supposed to be, not who someone else wants you to be. You don't need all the makeup. Makeup you can wear once in a while, but you don't need makeup to make yourself look beautiful. You make yourself beautiful by the way you carry yourself, by the things that you do, the things that you say. Just love yourself for who you are. We're not put on this earth to look like everybody else and do everything that everybody else is doing. We're here to do what we're supposed to do, what we are put on, what our purpose of doing on this earth is. We don't need to look like somebody else, because everybody is beautiful in their own way. And one person might think that the world of you, and you need to think the world of yourself first. Um, don't worry about other people's opinions about you. You may get this person that you might do, like, take a picture, and you might get a negative comment saying, oh, you look like this, or oh, you should have did this, or whatever. None of that matters. Take a picture and tell yourself how beautiful you are. Take a picture and say, dang, I didn't know I could look like that. Take a picture and post it. Don't be afraid to post your pictures. Make yourself feel like you're the most beautifulest thing walking on this earth, because you are. Be that person. And I almost cussed, and I know I need to stop doing that. But be a bad bee, Be, and for men, some men might feel bad about themselves. Like, you're, you are unique. You are unique in your own way. You are made the way you are for a reason. People with disabilities are beautiful in their own way too. They're unique. They're unique. They're smart in their own way, and all that. And I hate how people judge people. People shouldn't judge anybody, because we all face challenges every single day. You don't know what someone's going through. You don't know what traumatic events has happened throughout their life. Like, people just need to learn how to be kind. And I don't understand why people would just go on something and say, "Oh, that girl's ugly," or "that girl needs to lose weight," or "that girl is fat." Leave those people alone. Those people are facing battles that you may not be facing, that can never, you have never been through, so you will never know what someone is going through. And you don't ever know that one mean word can make someone want to end their life. Why would you want that on your conscience? Like, what is the purpose of being mean to someone? What's the purpose of telling someone they're not pretty? Like, you're not all that in a bag of chips either. And that's it, and that's all. Like, what the heck? But anyways, teach yourself how to love your flaws. That's another big one. You might have stretch marks. You might have scars. You might have, uh, I don't know. You might be missing a ear. You might not have eyebrows. You might have facial hair. You might have whatever. Like, it's okay. Learn to love your flaws. Your flaws are there, and just own them. Don't change anything about yourself just to make someone like you. Love you first, and the person that is supposed to be in your life will love you too. I had to learn to love a lot of things about myself. I had to learn to love the gap between my teeth. I can't remember the last time that I actually talked without putting something in front of my face, or holding my hand in front of my face, or, sometimes I do still put the Snapchat filters in front of my teeth, but I'm still learning how to love that part of myself. But my gap is unique. That's a part of me that's not going to go away. And you know, I have a gap, but my teeth aren't yellow. I take care of my teeth. I take care of myself. So I'm learning to love that about myself. And learning to love myself has helped tremendously in my growth and my mental maturity. Okay, so the next one I would say with exercise. Exercise can make you feel good about yourself. Like, there's some people I know that might feel like, "Oh my gosh, I done gained a lot of weight," or I done ate too much, or whatever. Just get out and take a walk for 15 minutes. Go out and go up and downstairs. If you live in an apartment complex like me, I live upstairs. You go up and down the stairs for a few minutes a day, or it really does make you feel good to exercise. It takes a lot of stress off of you. You can think and clear your head while taking a walk. I would say exercise is a great thing to do. Eat better. If you feel bad about yourself, start eating better. Start eating healthier. Start portioning your meals. Just, I know I have to learn how to do that, because now that I got diagnosed with GERD, if you don't know what GERD is, it's a stomach disorder, I guess. I think my doctor said probably from eating and then laying down right after. So now when I eat something, I have to wait 3 hours before I go to sleep, or 3 hours before I lay down. And if I do lay down after I eat, my stomach will kill me throughout the night, or I'll wake up feeling sick. Or you could taste the acid from your stomach. It'll go up, and it's not supposed to do that. So now I portion my meals like I'm supposed to. I didn't start eating bad until like I would say 2 years ago, because I was still dealing with a lot. So I just would eat whatever, whenever, and I would just eat and lay down. Or I used to have two jobs where I would work from 6 a.m. to almost 11 o'clock at night, and I would forget to eat in between, or I wouldn't eat on my lunches, or sometimes I just wouldn't have money to eat, or I would forget to bring something to work. So yeah, I had unhealthy eating habits, and I've been correcting that because it's the worst feeling ever to taste your own stomach acid. You already taste that when you throw up, and then tasting that just because you have something is it's horrible. So I've been portioning my meals. I've been eating better. I've been cutting out the fast food. I might eat fast food a little, like maybe once a week. I'll tell my boyfriend like, okay, we can eat outside food, because he still likes that, and I don't want to take that away from him either, because we do eat healthier at home, and I do cook a lot. I love to cook, so you know, a little fast food meal once a week, that's not bad because I'm still doing what I'm supposed to do and taking care of myself. So that's all the tips I had for now, but I think you get the idea. Just like it just starts with you. You shouldn't worry about what anyone else has to say about you, because everybody else's opinion doesn't matter. The only opinion that matters is yours. Go out and date that person you want to date. And if that person that you want to date doesn't want to date you, wait for that person that's supposed to be in your life to come into your life, and you'll feel so much better. Because I used to date people, and they weren't for me. They were toxic. All of them. Every last one of them was toxic. And they would make me feel bad about myself. Or if I wouldn't go, if I wouldn't do something that they asked me to do, like they would try to tear me down. And we need to be strong, and we need to remember that we don't deserve to be treated like crap. We don't deserve to be treated like gum under somebody's shoe. You are worth more than gold. Know your worth. Don't just get into relationships just to get into them just to make yourself feel good, because I did that. And it didn't do anything but tear me down and make me feel worse about myself. If you have to wait 2 years, 4 years, 5 years for the person that's supposed to be for you, wait that time, because it's better to wait that time than to waste your time. Don't waste your time, because your time is valuable. And I wish that I could take back the time that I gave those other people, but I use that as lessons learned. I learned a lot from talking to people that I shouldn't talk to. I learned how to carry myself better. I learned how to love myself. I learned how to love my flaws. I learned how to love everything that they tried to take from me. And I've gained so much since then. People used to make fun of the car I had before the car I have now. And I had a 2002 Hyundai Sonata. People used to make fun of me, but that was my car, paid off, mine. Like, it might have looked like a beater to some people, but it got me to where I needed to go. It got me, my family, where it needed to go. It got my mom to her appointments. It lasted for a while, and then it just completely like started acting up, and I had to get a whole another vehicle. And from the help of my fiance and his mom. And I got negativity from that, and I'm not afraid to talk about that. And I got negativity from getting help, but I was with my boyfriend for a while before we decided to get rid of my white car and get a better, reliable car, because I needed it for my job. I was driving around clients all day. Like, I needed a car that wasn't going to break down with me and someone that has a mental disorder, because you don't want to be stuck on the side of a road with someone who's schizophrenic. You don't want to be stuck on the side of the road with someone that has mental retardation. You don't want to be stuck on the road with someone that's nonverbal or someone who has bowel problems. Like, that's only gonna make the job worse. And I was grateful. I didn't want to trade my white car in for a new car because that was something I paid for on my own, and I like to get stuff on my own. So my boyfriend helping me look for another car and all that was, you know, it made me feel bad for a while, and he felt like I didn't appreciate him helping me with the car, but I was just so used to getting everything I needed on my own, and I wasn't used to having a boyfriend. I wasn't used to someone caring about something I drove or anything. So getting that car, like, it made me cry on some days. It's like, I don't know, I want to give this car back. I want to give this car to him. It doesn't belong to me. Like, I felt like that for a long time. But he would tell me, like, you need something reliable. I don't want my girl stuck on the side of the road and I can't come get her because I'm at work, or what, or the car blow up on you and then, like, you're walking. Like, I have someone that really truly cares about me, and the negativity that came from me getting that car almost broke me down. Like, it was crazy. But we're doing better now. I make my own car payments and all that, and we haven't had the car that long, and I paid off a tremendous amount of that car already. So people can't tell me, like, oh, he helped you get that car, but I am making the payments, and I make sure that, sometimes he'll go put gas in it because I hate the smell of gas. Like, gas makes me want to throw up. So, just like, people will have something negative to say, you just gotta brush it off. I learned how to brush it off because can't no one say anything that about me that they actually know, because a lot of people don't know me, but they have a lot to say about me. And it's okay because I know my truth. I know the truth. And that's all I can pretty much say. No one could say something about me and actually know what they're talking about. But I'm gonna end this video. That last part wasn't supposed to be part of the topic, but I mean, it's something that helped me grow too, so why not let you guys know that? But yes, please love yourself. Please love your flaws. Please do whatever you gotta do to make yourself feel good. Just love yourself. And I'll probably add a poem to this video because, again, I want you to feel loved. I want you to feel good about yourself. So I'm gonna try to, maybe after when I clock out today, I'll try to write a poem about this video. So stay tuned for all my poems that I said I'm going to put in this video. I'm still working on that. And I'm going to write one for this one. And I hope you guys have a good day, a blessed day. It's almost time for me to clock in, so I got to go. Thank you to my subscribers. Thank you for whoever else is viewing. Thank you guys. I love you guys, and I will see you in the next video.